It to me, please. Good morning to anybody who comes in. I'm just not all together today. I promise you, I'm not. Anyway, let's make sure everything's going good. Here we go. Yeah. We've got a stack of stuff here we're going to start working on. But I need him to bring me my phone so I can open up Facebook and write down what I need to do for my prompts. For the prompts that I want to do. Bundle that up out of my way. Maybe I am. It's hard to open that. I haven't told anybody I'm coming live, so nobody's here yet. There we go. And I need to change my title. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's do Pronto prompts. Let us open this up though. That can go out of my way for right now. I may need it in a minute, and may need this. All I can remember that's on there is wood. Oh, yeah. And I need... Did you bring my phone? You know what he's doing. What did I need to do? To do something. I opened something up over here. Just so I could do something. Oh, I know. Now I know. There we go. I need to go into this now. What in the world took you so long?
No, I can never get home on hot day. Well, listen, well, I got my flashlight. Got down on my knees.
Because I'll be right back. I gotta go find my phone. I'm back. Raise my chair up. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's see. Okie artichokies. I think we're here. I don't think nobody's here though. That made my heart race. Okay. We are charged. There we go. Oh, hold on. Yes. Fake manufactured cough there. There, that's what I'm looking for right there. I need in there. This is my Pronto prompt book. Let's see. I think that's the last one I did. Yeah. So let me look at the calendar and see how many Pronto prompts were posted since then. Month. So Tuesday night. Nope. There was Saturday night Pronto prompts and Tuesday night. So let's find it again. Let's see what we got, dearies. Let's find an ink pen and see what we got. I don't know where my good ink pen is. That makes me upset. Saturday, 3/23. And turn this over and write on the back of it. Hi, whoever's here. Tuesday, 3/26. There we go. And then there'll be one tonight. So now let's go to the group and see what we can find. Not good at writing these down. Thank goodness Beth is real good about pinning them and taking pictures. There's Beth. Did follow that. That's Darlene's. Welcome. For Beth picture. Okay. This one was Tuesdays. So we're going to write it down. Okay. Wood. Use a paper towel. Somebody said a napkin would be fine. I don't have any paper towels. They're on the grocery list. A koala. Ooh, kind of a little black bug. Koala. Collage with something you love. And a split pen, which we determined is a bride. Okay, there we go. So that is the one there we're going to do. Now let's find the one from Saturday night. Woo-hoo. Hey, Teresa Church, if you come in and you watch and you see this later at a later date. So, you said you wanted to make one of these. So I have this right here that is actually a pin cushion, and I use it to rub like a Baron on my plate. But as soon as I saw her little booty, I thought, oh, one of those would make a perfect little booty. I got this at the Dollar Tree for $1. So you could make your little lady and put that one of those in her booty. So anyway, I know I get very sidetracked. Okay, here we go. Here's the Saturday night ones. Draw your breakfast. Well, that'll be easy. All I got to do is draw a tall mug that has coffee in it. Actually, my mug says Slim, SLM on it. Draw your breakfast. Include sewing. Mm-hmm. Y'all know what I've been doing before I come on this morning? Doodles. A fox. And royal. So to me, royal would mean a king or a queen, something like that. So before we get off of here, we're going to do something here. We need a simple koala drawing. There we go. Yes, I know it's cheating. There we go. Oh no, that is hold on. That one won't work. Let's go to images. I need a simple koala. I like that one. There we go. I think that'll work. Maybe. Nope. That ain't gonna work. That one should. Let's go visit it. Sweet This is going to be. Oh, what is it called? I know what it's called. Good morning, anybody that's watching. There we go. There we go. We'll get there eventually. There. Is that where we are? Are we there? No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. Here we go. There's more ways than one. There we go. That's cute. Okay, now let's go over here to iPrint and let's make us a sticker so we can use it. So we're going to do that. Go to our album. So save it in my favorites. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Do you ever just go, I don't think so. I don't have a clue. Let's try there. Nope, not there. Uh, Nope. Let's go back. Back here. Oh, good gravy, Cindy. How do you make things so hard? This is what I want to know. These are from Unsplash, okay? Unsplash is a website where you can get free picks. So, there we go. There is adorable. Hello. Okay, now let's see. We can do this. There we go. That's the one we want. My dog is so cute. Let's print it. Are we on? No, we're not on. Hold on. Now we are. Now let's print it. Here we go. We just need that. Okay. Let's lay our phone down. Here we go. This is Saturday. Draw your breakfast. Include sewing, doodles, a fox, and royal. I know. Now this one right here is our little koala, and we'll save it for the next one. It needs to go right there with that. But let's put down some. We're gonna put down some papers. Let's put down some. What do we want to put down? Do we want to put down paint? Do we want to smear some paint? Good morning. Nobody wants to talk to me this morning. Okay. It's okay. Let's do some of this maiden paint. Let's lose our Dairy Queen card. Let's use our Dairy Queen card. We don't spend all the money on it. That's it. We don't have a Dairy Queen in Fort Smith. The closest one is Russellville, which is not much further than Fort Smith is. We just don't go there very much. We don't go to Fort Smith very much anymore, to tell you the truth. You know what? I think I've scraped this as much as I can and got as much paint, and I've got a corner down here that don't have paint on it. It'll just have to not have paint. Let's see if we can steal some of that back there. There's a little there. There we go. That's good. There we go. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, here we go. Let's unstick it from back there. Look, we've got yellow there. So this morning, I don't think I ever told y'all what I was doing earlier. Is I was cutting out fabric into pieces and cutting heads in it for my kiddos for the program Sunday. We laid out all of our costumes last night, and we have plenty of costumes for our bigger kids, but we don't have very many for our little kids. So I cut them out and made little costumes. Okay. One more. Are we still on? Nope. we are. Now I want to crop this. Oops. There we go. Right there. Go back. Okay. Let's do it over here. There is more than, oh, yeah, photos. There we go. There's more than one way to skin a cat, guys. And that is a horrible, horrible saying because we don't want to skin no kitty cats. We like kitty cats, even hateful ones that live with us. So we never skin a cat. Here we go. Hey, SMP, how are you? Saying, I am printing off a sticker of my mug. I'm doing a, here we go. I'm doing a Pronto prompt in my Pronto prompt book. So let's go to the camera. There we go. There we go. You want to print that right there. And all in one, oh, I see. Print. There you go. Let's say all it wants to print is just that. So we're drawing our breakfast. We're going to include some sewing. And let's just do this the easiest way we know how. My coffee is hot this morning. That's my breakfast. Where did I do with that little koala bear? I have a little koala bear that's laying around here that has a needle stuck in his head and some pretty thread. Where did I put him? I know. Did I put him in here? No, I did not. Where did I put him? Oh well, I got bunches of needles. I don't need another one. Okay, there we go. I mean, I don't need to spend a whole lot of time looking. Okay, so I know this is not fair. I know it's an awesome day. It's pretty here. Real pretty. It was a little cool this morning, but we're going to start heating back up. So draw your breakfast. We have our coffee mug out here. There we go. Include sewing, doodles, a fox, and royal. So let's get us a sewing needle and do our sewing. Okay, there we go. We have that here. Is that it? Nope, that's the package of elastic. That's trash. We have several bags. Here we go. This one here is sewing machine needles. There we go. There's the sewing needles. So we'll take, see if we can get one with a big eye or a bigger eye. Let's see these singers. And yes, I probably bought that at a yard sale for 50 cents. Oh my Lord, have mercy. We will definitely need our glasses to put some thread in that booger. That has a little bitty eye, don't it? They all have little bitty eyes. Having fish sticks for breakfast. Then they release them. There's a lady down the road from me that she catches the feral cats in the neighborhood, and then she takes them and has them neutered and brings them back and lets them live in our neighborhood, and they don't repopulate. So, but she don't ever try to tame them or anything, which doesn't help with the flea population. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Feel like I am working blind. Here we go. You're almost in there. Go, 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 go. There you go. You did it. You did it, Cindy. Woo-hoo. This is a vintage spool of Coates and Clark thread. I have a great big brandy snifter, which I've never drank brandy in my life, but it's full of thread. Most of it vintage on wooden spools. So I'm going to do something very interesting here. At least I think it's going to be interesting. Just because I do not want to sew through this paper. I'm going to sew here on this, and then I'm going to glue this down. Okay. And we'll trim up some of these loose peely threads. Anyway, this is if you look on Facebook, there's a channel called Beth Schuler, and she comes on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights. And every week she does crafts, and she has what's called Pronto prompts, and she draws these prompts out of a jar, and then you make a page with them. So, like, this is last week's page that I made. It needed a design a mug, which here's my mug. A treasure map. This is my map. Here's my treasure spot. An ATC, which is an artist trading card, and there's one there. And then bodacious borders and thick and thin. And so here's my borders, and I did them thick and thin. And then I added flourishes as one of my prompts from my prompt book. But today I'm not adding any prompts from my prompt book. So. They won't accept them at all. Unfortunately, Arkansas is we're a very rural state, and we have a stray pet population problem. There is a girl in town that she catches feral cats and she tames them. She loves on them and tames them. She gets them fixed, and then she works with a program to send them up north so they can be adopted. And it's worked real well, but she said recently she's not a relative, but her relatives and my relatives, we both have an aunt in common. Her mom's sister is married to my dad's brother. So anyway, but she said she thought she was going to have to give it up, that it was just too hard on her. And I mean, she works full time, She was going to school. I don't know if she's finished with her schooling yet or not. But anyway. She's helped a bunch of kitties get a new home. And she does kitties. She don't do doggies. She don't rescue dogs. One of the channels that I watch that is local here, uh, that they live in my area. Somebody dropped a blue tick hound on them, and they decided to keep it. Named it Bruce. They were watching. They were on the other day. I was watching them the other day, and he was trying to chase their kitties. Anyway, he was doing his hound and baying, and I thought that was funny. Anyway, I like blue ticks. My uncle had blue ticks. I wouldn't want one because I like my dogs in the house, but I don't have no need for a dog outside because I'm not going to go outside and stay with it when it's cold. I'm not going to go outside, and be outside to spend time with it. My dog lives on me, so I mean he's always up under my shirt or something. He's a little chihuahua, but anyway, yeah, I'm not an outside dog kind of person. Now he goes outside to do his business. What business he'll do outside? Oops, that stuck to my finger, didn't it? There we go. Okay. So we're going to glue this on to our thing here. It's got sewing. We're going to do some doodles, and we're going to draw a great big crown here for our royals, and we're going to get a fox sticker. Got to think about where it is, but I know where one is. Hi, Jeff. How are you? You feeling okay these days? Cindy Lou Who? It's Cindy Lou Bob. Don't forget Cindy Lou Bob. I am definitely not a Cindy Lou Who kind of girl. Well, my hair does stand up straight, but if I wanted it to, it would never stand up straight for that silly little puppy. Well, I ended up with 15 dogs one summer, and most of them were in the house. Uh, and I ended up having to take them to a shelter, a no-kill shelter. And after that, I said I would never have another dog that was not fixed and that was not a house dog. So I love my puppies. My last two dogs before this one both lived to be 14. We put my boxer down 10 days before David fell dead in his barbershop. And then we had a miniature Sheltie that she lived 14 years. And when we moved, she was very ill. She had been attacked by we had a pygmy goat, and our pygmy goat took her down and just tore her up. I mean, tore her up. And so when we got ready to move, we had to make the decision. We knew she couldn't tolerate the move. So she got to go to puppy dog heaven. Anyway, and she was 14. And I said after her, I'd never have another herding dog. Herding dogs are really good dogs, but you gotta shelter. I loved her. She was beautiful, but that's what got her in trouble. She was trying to herd the little goat, and the little goat wasn't having it, and she took her down. Barbie, the little goat's name. Her name was Lily, but Dave called her Barbie. because he said he was going to put her on the barbecue, which he didn't. But anyway, she was Cece. My dog's named the dog after their favorite. My kids named the dog after their favorite pizza place. They got to pick her name. So anyway, Cece was trying to herd Barbie and Lily, and Lily wasn't having it. So Lily took her down and gored her, and it was very tragic in that I was in Mississippi when it happened, and the last thing I told Dave was, "Do not let my dog die while I'm gone," because the last time before that I'd gone to Mississippi, I had another little Sheltie, a little male, and Dave had put some stuff out, some scraps out of the refrigerator. He'd put it out on the side of the road, uh, which we lived very much in the country, and he'd just taken them across the street, thinking the dog would never go across the street to get them. Wrong. He went across the street, and a farm truck came by. We lived in the middle of an agricultural farm down in the bottoms, in the river bottoms, and Jassy got run over. I was heartbroken. I was absolutely heartbroken. So our family member that gave us him, the next litter that they had, we got CC. And so anyway, so I told him, don't get my dog killed, and then she got gored by a goat. So every crown needs some jewels, right? So we're jeweling up our crown here. These are stickable jewels. So we'll alternate back and forth. Sounds like they're mowing over at the Padres. Anyway, after Cece got attacked and she healed up, she just was a different dog. Her personality was different. She was just a different dog anyway. So they should be done with that pretty soon. I know it's loud right now, but um, she as she got older, she had arthritis from that, and she just suffered. You could tell she was in pain and suffering. So when it was time to move, I knew that she couldn't go. So we made the hard decision, and she was put down. And anyway, so yeah, then the boxer was John's dog. And if you don't know who John is my son that died 15 years ago, and he was 14 when he died. He accidentally hung himself playing the choking game. If you don't know what that is, I suggest you look it up, especially if you have young children or young grandchildren, especially boys who feel like they're invincible. While it is not just a boy game, it is a game that more boys do and die from. Anyway, my crown is very cute. I like it. We're going to make our doodle here just a little bit darker so we can see our crown real good. Make our band across our crown just a little bit darker. We got to find us a fox. I know where a fox is, so I just got to get in my sticker things and get him out. I have a sticker of a fox in here. And we'll do this. And then we got to do our doodling. Doodly doodly doos. Animals. Should be this. I've rearranged my stickers. Yes, animals are in this one. Well, you know, things happen in life that are not always great, and you can let it make you bitter, or you can learn to live with it and learn to use it as a tool to make yourself, I don't want to say make yourself better, but you can use it as a tool to help educate people. That was what we wanted to do. There's our fox. That was what we wanted to do. Um, we found out when John died playing the choking game that 1 out of 3 kids know what the choking game is, while 3 out of 5 kids know what the choking game is. I'm sorry. 3 out of 5 kids know what the choking game is, while the parents, those 5 kids' parents, only 1 out of the 5 might know. And so our goal was to try to educate parents. And I feel like we did a good job doing that. So I'm going to put my fox right here. And then we're going to doodle. We're going to doodle with our pretty pigtail markers. Oh, yeah. I know exactly where my son is. He's in heaven. He loved Jesus with all of his heart. Truly loved Jesus with all of his heart. So I like to make up and down doodles. These are metallic markers, so they're going to show up very well. Doodly doodly doo. Anyway, I have picked out what I'm going to do this other journal with. If you didn't come back yesterday afternoon, I came back in here and I did a video of showing the journal I made yesterday afternoon, which is actually an extra journal. So go to my channel and look. It says new journal for sale, and I made a journal with the extra coffee dyed papers. And actually, the cover of it is this fabric right here. So, but for the journal that I'm making as a gift, my cover is going to be made with this right here. She likes lavenders and yellows, and I think that's going to be a fun fabric. So, and there's a lot of it. I'll have enough to make more than one journal out of that. Anyway, hi, whoever's here, say hi, please. We are doodling, doodle, doodle, doodling. God, make a way where there seems to be no way. He will make a way for you. My friend Jude, that comes in here, bought me these markers for my birthday. They have been a gift that I have truly loved. My friend Sharon bought me a Christmas present that I have truly loved. I have some really sweet friends, guys. I really do. Now, I like this green, and we're going to do some swirly swirls. Let's give it a pump. Somebody's messaging me. Wonder who it is. Oh. Um. Christian Book and Scrapbook.com. They want me to come shop. Have I ever wondered where this promise is going to happen? Revelations 21 verses 3 and 4. And I'll be out of those. Where it's going to happen? If I answer you and tell you my thoughts, you're going to think I'm an avoider. But here's how I feel about Revelations. There's so much about it I do not understand. And so, what I do is I just make sure that I'm ready to meet Jesus at any time, anywhere he wants to meet me. He wants to take me up to heaven, that's fine. He wants to leave me here until the very end, that's fine also. Just make sure I'm ready. So, truthfully, no, I have never wondered about where that takes place. In September, I'm going to be taking a class with my BSF group about Revelations. At least I think I'm going to take it. I've done several Revelation classes and end time classes with different groups, church groups. We did a Beth Moore one. I think we did a Priscilla Shire one too, but I can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, no, I just don't wonder about things like that because as long as I stay ready to meet Jesus, that's all I got to worry about. I don't need to worry about any of the rest of that because God's got it all figured out. Just like he had the plan for our salvation all figured out, he's got that all figured out too. So I don't need to worry about it. Does not concern me. Ready is good. That's right. I don't want to fill those in with, oh, I'm just thinking, let's change colors. One thing we want to do is we want to take our silver and go around our crown. These are dual markers, so if you turn it one way, you'll see one color. Turn it another way, you'll see another. This one is a silver and a lavender. You see lavender going one way, silver going the other. Okay, Beth, I'm almost done with these prompts. I am. All I got to do is finish the rest of my doodles. We got bunches of doodles here. We are coloring in our crown up here. so that it'll shine and sparkle. There we go. And then that should dry real good. Now I need to do some doodles right here. Make a little flower. A little flower can be a doodle. Oh, I was making these marks the other day, and I like, they almost look like G's, but they're a comma within a comma. Comma within a comma. Comma, comma, comma. Anybody else say comma, 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 chameleon? Well, it doesn't say which earth they're going to inherit. And the Bible does say there will be a new heaven and a new earth. So maybe they're going to inherit the new earth. Just a thought. Okay, guys, I think we're going to be done with our doodles. And I think we're going to call this one done and post our picture and be done with it. Uh-oh. I got ink on me. I got water. There we go. That's good. Let's turn the light on. That is such a novel thought there, Cindy. Turning the light on. There you go. That is Saturday's. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I want to write on this. Breakfast. There we go. Now let's try it again. There we go. Okay, page 2. So we're going to use a paper towel, and we're going to use a napkin. We're going to use a pretty napkin, and we're going to collage it down. What today? about that. Let's see. Let's do this one. I think some of those wrestlers missed their calling, Dave. I think they should have been Pentecostal preachers. Dave's watching old time wrestling and they're in there stomping and snorting. Is what we call it. My family, my dad was the oldest of 10, 7 boys and 3 girls. 5 of those boys were preachers out of the 7 of them. They're all Pentecostal preachers. So I grew up Pentecostal. I go to a non-denominational, work in a non-denominational church now. But all of us that are part of that church, for the most part, all have Pentecostal backgrounds. And we do have Pentecostal beliefs. Okay. Had to get out a new glue stick yesterday, and I found me a purple one. Y'all know I like my purple glue sticks. So it says to collage something you love. I just love to collage, period. But we're going to collage this napkin down. I do like pretty napkins. And it serves 2 purposes. It gives us our koala. Gives us our paper towel napkin, and it gives us our collage prompt. There we go. So that's good. And we're going to trim this one up here. It's got another scam call. I don't get them. They automatically, my phone automatically, if you're not on my list, your phone call don't go through. You hear a thing that says your call is being screened by Google services, and tells you to state who you are and why you're calling. And then I can see that, and if I want to talk to you, then I can accept your call. Okay, paper towel, napkin. So we're supposed to use some wood things. Your favorite pastime is annoying people like that? Well, that's interesting. So this was funny because when I saw this, I'm thinking, I don't have anything wood, but we caught the puppy the other day, and he had this little bag, and he was chewing on it. And they're little wooden things that come from the Dollar Tree. They're little laser cut wooden dies. And we're going to put a ladybug and a dragonfly on there. I love dragonflies. Dragonflies represent new beginnings, if you don't know that. My children's story that I published is about a dragonfly who wanted wings like a butterfly. And so wise old Trevor Turtle had to teach her that she was made perfectly just like she was. And that she was fearfully and wonderfully made. Let's have a drink of coffee. Ooh, that's good. And hot. Let's put this little ladybug down here. Now we're going to take our koala sticker and we're going to cut him out. I really like this glue, but I'm almost out of it. But went and priced it on Amazon. It's $9 a bottle. My little cheap heart says $9 a bottle. How many bottles? That'd buy me a gallon of Elmer's glue, wouldn't it, Beth, if you're watching. Beth would know. She buys her glue by the gallon. There we go. We're going to just a little dry ladybug right there. Now, we have our little koala sticker. Where? Here he is. Collage with something you love. We've got our wood. We've got our paper towel, which is a napkin. Our koala's right here. Collaged. We've done collaged, and we're going to put some split pins in here. So we're going to go here, and we are going to cut him out, just so that we can put him on. Woo. I think I may have had too much caffeine. My heart is racing real good today. It's just racing. It's not, I'm not afibbing, but it's just getting it. There we go. Cut this right now. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look over here and see. These are watercolor brush pen sets. And we want this brown right here. And we're going to make us just coming up out of here. And going all the way across. And this will make us a tree. Put some branches here. Oops. We're just messing and gumming here, guys. We're just crafting. What is that one? Cinnamon. I don't know that I smell cinnamon. They're supposed to be scented. Don't think I smell cinnamon. So one of our prompts was collage. So let's do this. Let's take, is that the end? It is the end. Let's take this one here. There we go. And let's just cut off some of these leaves. And we'll collage them down on our tree, won't we? That sounds like a good idea. Thank you. That tree is not so pretty, but it'll be okay. It shall be okay. Give that leaf. Okay. I'll do that one there. Okay. That looks good. And we're going to stick. Did I lose him? He's not in there no more. Where did he go? There he is on my leg. We're going to stick our little koala. Looky there. We cut his ear off. Well, we're going to stick him down right here. And we're going to cover up where we cut his ear off with one of our things. I cut his ear off. When I first got on the internet, I had this almost like burning desire that I needed to educate everybody about how I believe the Word of God spoke. And so I was part of groups where people argued about the Bible, and their discussions always ended up being usually an argument. And so it didn't take me long that I really felt like the Lord was impressing me that He has taken care of defending His word and defending Himself for years. He does not need me in the middle of a bunch of discussions where people are arguing the word. And He showed me a verse that talks about no vain debatings, and basically it's not arguing about the Bible. So I know what I believe, and I'm sound in my belief. I've been a Christian since I was 11 years old. That's over 40 years. Well, that's 48 years. I'm 59, almost 59 years old. So anyway, always happy to pray for people, but when it comes to doing a lot of talking about the word like that, I don't get into that very much, because everybody has different beliefs. Everybody, even people that I sit on the church pew with every week, even my husband and I have different beliefs. We were raised completely different. My parents, when I was a kid, they didn't want me to date anybody that was out of the denomination that I grew up in. And I couldn't figure out why until I got married and realized, you know what, we believe differently about things. Now, does that mean that we're both right or wrong? Who knows? Only God knows. For the most part, none of the things that we believe differently about are salvation. I mean, they're not salvation issues. That's why I didn't get all involved yesterday in all of y'all's talking. I figured if y'all were going to iron it out, you'd get it ironed out. It didn't concern me. I do like my little leaves on my tree. Don't y'all like those? Those are cute. And as far as sharing the gospel, my biggest testimony will be the life I lead. You know, that's the biggest way I can share Jesus is the life I lead. If I'm hateful and ugly, which I was hateful a while ago to my husband, and if you go back to the front of the thing, you'll hear it. I'll have to repent for doing that because there was no need. He didn't do what he did on purpose. It just frustrated me because it meant I had to go do what I asked him to do. So there we go. You know, I feel like I need to do some more painting here to my tree. Let's just make it a little more. I know you can't see it, but because I'm painting, oh, let's see if that's going through. No, not bad. Because I'm painting on a napkin, I'm getting napkin fuzzies. Right. There we go. Okay, all we need is to add is some brads. So, let's get in here and find our brad. I believe uh, that's a bride. That's a bride. Put those two on. That'll be good. I've got some things that need to go back in here. I need these. Go right there. Down back there. Okay. These are these right here are, this one is a bride of an acorn. We shall put our acorn in the tree, although out in my yard, most of the acorns are on the ground because they fell out of the tree. There we go. There's a bride. And what is this one? This one is just a dot. We will put it right here. There we go. And that, my friends, is split pin, collage. We collaged. We got koala. We got a paper towel, napkin, wood. We're done. Stick a fork in us. Let's take another picture of this and we'll put it over on Beth's group. We shall be done. Okay. We're good. Very nice. I like that. I like that one, and I like this one too. It's okay. There we go. And I like my little koala. And we can go back over there. Let's put our marker back in our thing and put it up. There we go. All is good. All is good. So, there we go. We have been here an hour and 17 minutes. We're going to go, guys. We're going to go. So, anyway, we've been doing Pronto prompts since March, the 1st of March 24. This one is actually the very 1st of March. This one is the 6th. This one was the same 6th, which was something that Beth was doing in her group. This one is the 7th. And this one is the 12th. Oh, I need to date those back there. That's the 12th. This one here is the 12th. I just knocked something on the floor. This one is the 14th. The 21st. 23rd. And the 26th. Now, I want to write on here, though, the date that I actually did these is today's the 28th. Oh, and I canceled my doctor's appointment. I'm going to do it next week. 3/28. Oh, here that dropped into my chair. I want to make sure I don't roll over it. So, guys, thanks for being here. Everybody that was here, y'all have a good time. Have a good Easter weekend, and I will see y'all on Monday. I'm sure. I may be here tomorrow. I'm not sure. We'll see.